Share with me, baby. Come into my life. Share love. Introducing Workout Bingo Online. It's fun, it's friendly, and it has the 5 happiest letters in the alphabet. Bingo! Plus, you can win your favorite slot games. And don't miss your chance to play for giant jackpots only available in New Jersey. Sign up today and get a $30 bonus when you deposit $10. Play today at Workout Bingo Online.
This is insane. This product, the pop-up veneers, it's a perfect way for a teeth make.
I'm your captain, only wanna see you tonight. Performance make me feel good.
All right, good morning, happy Wednesday. All right, so we got you Wednesday. It is a We Got You Wednesday right here on the show. We got y'all this morning. We got you this morning. We got you this morning. It is a We Got You Wednesday. Get in the comments. Let me know what you want to talk about this morning. Let's go, y'all. It is a We Got You Wednesday.
Hey, Dan. See you got new homeowners insurance.
Yeah, one with the alpaca. I'm not really sure what it covers, to be honest, but the kids love the mascot.
It is a We Got You Wednesday right here on the Wake Up Show. Welcome.
I think about you all the time. I don't wanna wait on this parade, but I'm starting to question that was made. I'm not looking for just an affair. Want a love that is based on truth, not just dead. I hurt my pride if right now you decide that you are not ready to settle down. You want my heart, then it's time that you start to act like you're mine and mine in the dark. If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. If you want me, show it. If you need me, run. If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. If you want me, show it. If you need me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Wake Up Show. It is We Got You Wednesday.
Play the record
We
once
got
a
you
day
today.
or as needed.
Right here on the Wake Up Show. Oh, too funny, how too funny. All right, let's get ready to do this show.
Yeah. If
Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media, providing you the best in entertainment, sports, religion, politics, current events, and more. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Please subscribe to our All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started. Welcome to the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media, providing you the best in entertainment, sports, religion, politics, current events, and more. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, WCMD Media. Visit our website at WCMDmedia.com. We're serving you from Camden, New Jersey, all the way to Trenton, New Jersey, from every city and town in between. You tuned into the Wake Up Show this morning. It is a We Got You Wednesday. We got you today. If you are new to the show on Wednesdays, we call it We Got You Wednesday because we talk about what you want to talk about. Not what I want to talk about, not what the show has scripted, but whatever you want to talk about is what we talk about. Good morning, Keisha Robinson. Good morning, Haas. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, Nancy. Haas, you know I'm going to talk about what I posted on Facebook yesterday, right? Definitely going to talk about that. Now, I'm trying to give them a chance to get in the comments, then maybe they'll talk about that. But I posted something on Facebook yesterday, and I can't wait to talk about that. So let's get started with today's show. We got a great show lined up for y'all this morning. It is a We Got You Wednesday right here on the Wake Up Show. If you are tuned into the show this morning, please share the show. All you got to do is hit the share button. That's all I ask you to do. All right, today's weather forecast for the tri-state area, scattered showers all day. Scattered showers, high of 56, low of 48. Scattered showers all day. Yeah, starting later on in the afternoon, early afternoon, they're saying it's going to start raining. So we're going to get scattered showers, high of only 56, a low of 48. So there's your weather forecast for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some birthday shout-outs this morning. Anybody out there celebrating a birthday? If it's your birthday, it's your Earth Day, feel free to put your name in the comments. We would love to give you a big happy birthday shout-out this morning. Happy birthday to each and every one of you out there. If it's your birthday, it is definitely your Earth Day. Feel free to put your name in the comments. We would love to give you a big happy birthday shout-out this morning. I'm waiting on Dotson. Dotson normally got about 10 birthday shout-outs. But I guess he overslept this morning. I don't know how he oversleep. He retired. He ain't got nowhere to go. Dotson ain't got nowhere to go. But yet, in the comments with his birthday shout-outs today. Sad. All right, so We Got You Wednesday right here on the Wake Up Show. It is time for us to get into some more. Well, let's get into celebrity birthday shout-outs. Since you guys didn't put nothing on the board yet, you know how we do. Birthday shout-outs last all show. So you can, if you don't put it in the comments now, you can put it in the comments later. And we do birthday shout-outs during the whole minute and shout that person out for their birthday. All right, let's get into some celebrity birthday shout-outs. All right, let's get into some celebrity birthday shout-outs this morning. Actress Kathleen Keener turns 63 years old today.
Alexa,
Actress
resume my podcast.
Kathleen
Picture the scene.
Keener turned 63 years old today. Actor Randall Park turns 48 years old today. Brooklyn Nets NBA guard Kyrie Irving turns 30 today. And Steph Curry's wife and baby mama, Aisha Curry, turns 33 today. And rounding us out with our celebrity Rounding us out with our celebrity birthday shout out is my girl, Shaka Khan.
But I don't know that just
69 years old today, y'all. Happy birthday, Shaka Khan.
this I want to celebrate
Happy birthday, Shaka Khan. The legend, the GOAT, Shaka Khan, turning 69 years old today. So we want to give a big happy birthday to the legend, the queen, Shaka Khan. Happy birthday to you, Shaka Khan. Happy birthday to Shaka Khan.
This love for real.
Can't you see how I feel, baby? I felt this way before.
All right, welcome to the Wake Up Show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is We Got You Wednesday. It is We Got You Wednesday right here on the show. There's our celebrity birthday shout outs for today. If you know somebody celebrating a birthday and you would love to put them in the comments this morning, go ahead and put their name in the comments. We would love to give them a big happy birthday shout out on this We Got You Wednesday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to pay some bills. And then when we come back on the other side, we're going to get into our sports news of the day, the gospel song of the day. And then we have a We Got You topic that I've been waiting to bring to the show. I posted it on social media yesterday. And if you are on my Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. The comments that came in on this post that I posted on Facebook last night, amazing. I can't wait to share it with you guys and talk about it with you guys. All right, but we got to pay some bills real fast. And then on the other side, we're going to get into our sports news. Coming up after sports news is gospel song of the day. After our gospel song of the day, we will get into our open discussion. And we will talk about the post that I posted on social media yesterday. If those of y'all that are on my Facebook, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wake Up. We're going to pay some bills. We're on the other side. It's the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media.
Hey, tri-state area, do you need a car, a truck, or an SUV, but you got bad credit, repossessions, evictions, no credit? Then that's not a problem. Everybody's approved at VIP Auto Outlet. Use VIP Auto Outlet. The address is 2809 Route 73 South, Maple Shade, New Jersey. Bad credit, repossessions, evictions, no credit, not a problem. Everybody's approved at VIP Auto Outlet. You can also give them a call at 856-503-5175. That's 856-503-5175. Ask for Eddie Raymond. Make sure you tell him IMD sent you for the hookup. That's VIP Auto Outlet, 2809 Route 73 South, Maple Shade, New Jersey. Go get you a new vehicle. Tell him IMD sent you for the hookup. The Wake Up Show with IMD is sponsored by Pathstone. Action changes things. Up to $4,000 in financial training assistance is available. Training services directly linked to high-demand career pathway, which include, but not limited to, manufacturing, transportation, hospitality, logistics, construction, healthcare, and more. The Young Adult Reentry Program is funded by a grant awarded by the United States Department of Labor's and Training Administration. Equal Opportunity Employer aids and services are available upon request to individuals with disabilities. Hey, do you know someone between the ages of 18 and 24 years of age? City of Camden, New Jersey resident, justice system involvement. If you know someone who meets those criteria and they would like to attain a GED and or a trade, please have them contact Pathstone Corporation at 856-283-0066. That's 856-283-0066. Pathstone, connecting you to opportunities.
Camden families, your child's school should be filled with enrichment, top-notch academics, and enjoyable learning environment. If your child is in kindergarten through 10th grade and you want them to attend one of the highest performing schools in the city of Camden, then check out Camden Prep. Camden Prep has 4 free public schools and is open to all Camden City residents. Learn more and submit your application online today at camdenprep.org/enroll. Or you can give them a call at 856-209-5701. That's 856-209-5701. Don't wait to apply. Camden families, your child's future depends on it.
The Wake Up Show with IMD on WCD Media is powered by Burger Bar. Fresh, best, healthiest burgers in the city. Head down to 3334 Federal Street, Camden, New Jersey, or you can call the number at 856-479-9876. Open 7 days a week. The Burger Bar, some of the freshest and healthiest and best burgers in the tri-state. Burger Bar, 3334 Federal Street, Camden, New Jersey. You can call the number 856-479-9876. Open 7 days a week, and yes, they do deliver.
All right, we are back with the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media, providing you the best in entertainment, sports, religion, politics, current events, and more. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, WCMD Media. Visit our website at WCMDmedia.com. We're serving you from Camden all the way to Trenton, New Jersey, and every city and town in between. You are tuned into the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hit the share button on the show. Please hit the share button. Please hit the share button. All right, it's time for sports news of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for sports news. And we're going to kick it off in the NBA today. We'll start with our NBA scores from yesterday. There was only 4 games on the docket yesterday. Excuse me. First game, the Warriors lost to the Magic 94-90. Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks came back and beat the Knicks last night, 117-111. Milwaukee beat the Bulls 126-96. The Nuggets beat Clippers 127-115. All right, today's NBA games and time as follows. Atlanta will travel to Motor City to take on the Detroit Pistons today at 7 p.m. The Kings will take on the Indianapolis Pacers today at 7 p.m. New York will travel to Queens City to take on the Charlotte Hornets today at 7. Brooklyn would head to Memphis to take on the Grizzlies at 7:30 today. The Warriors will travel to South Beach to take on the Heat at 7:30 today. The Jazz will head out to Beantown to take on the Boston Celtics at 7:30 p.m. today. Phoenix will head to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves at 8 p.m. The Magic will tread out to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder at 8. The Rockets will travel to Dallas to take on the Mavericks at 8:30. Our 76ers is traveling out west to La La Land to take on the Los Angeles Lakers tonight at 10 p.m. Final game of the night, Spurs will travel to Portland and take on those Trailblazers. Their tip-off is at 10 p.m. as well. There's your NFL news and scores for today. Major League Baseball spring training games and the NFL is doing a lot of trades right now. So we'll stay on top of the NFL trade deadline. Free agency, excuse me. We have college basketball, girls and boys, Sweet 16. What else do we have going on in sports? There was another story in sports I wanted to talk about. Let me get to it real fast, ladies and gentlemen. Please share the show with your family and your friends. Let them know you tuned in this morning. We would appreciate it. It's the We Got You Wednesday. Good morning, Keith Robinson. I don't see none of you guys put any comments in the comments, and none of you guys put any stories in the comments of what you want to talk about. So you're just going to go with what I got this morning? That's fine if you want to. But you know how we do on Wednesdays. I don't want it to be all about what my topics are, which I'm okay with it. But I don't want it to be all about my topics. right, so please get in the comments if you want to discuss something this morning. All right, so I don't really got any more sports stories. All right, so let's get ready to get to song of the gospel song of the day, so we can get into this open discussion that I've been waiting to have. All right, so let's do gospel song of the day, and let's do my girl, Kiera Sheard. Time for gospel song of the day. All right, I would like to play this one. It keeps happening. This is one of my favorite gospel songs. This is Kiera Sheard. It keeps happening. Gospel song of the day, right here on the Wake Up Show, y'all.
The best part about doing things yourself? It's free. Like doing your own taxes with H&R Block Free Online, where more people can file free than with TurboTax. Help is here.
Inspiration, motivation, and celebration. It's all packed into 2 new projects coming from our next guest. She's just released the new memoir, Big, Bold, and Beautiful, and she is raising the roof.
Then I started seeing how God was just moving in my life, connecting me with the right people that would push me into purpose. And so I said, God, why does this keep happening to me? So I was riding in the car, and I was looking at some homes. I said, one day I want a house like that. And the Lord just kept showing me series and sequence of events that were just flashing through my mind. And I started crying. I became overwhelmed. This keeps happening to me. It keeps happening for me. And I was in the car by myself, and I said, God, I thank you. I won't complain. I'll trust you. So I started, the lyrics just started coming to me. And I said, my seed is blessed. My body is blessed. My body is blessed. It keeps happening for me. And then we'll cover our family. I'm covering my family. I'm making bad decisions. Destroying every addiction. Oh, he's happening for me. I won't apologize. No more feeling guilty about this God thing. God is happening for me. You can just lift your hands and go with me here and say, I accept your blessing. I trust you with my future. Cause your way of life, come on, sing it, is the best thing for me. We're just gonna go here and let's just take it all the way in and let's worship him. Sing it like you mean it. I see my money is blessed. My body is blessed. He's happening for me. Come on, sing it like you mean it. This is making better decisions. Destroying every addiction. It keeps happening for me. Won't apologize. No more feeling guilty. I was God. That is happening for me. I accept your blessing. I trust you in my future. Yeah, it is the best thing for me. Oh, it keeps happening for me. Open doors in the way. Keeps happening for me. Whatever I've been praying for, yeah. Open doors Keeps happening for me. It's running over, yes it is. I have more than enough. Trust you with everything, Lord. Strong in every dimension. I'm not sorry, no. I'm not favor in my life. Keep telling to me. I'm trusting with everything in my life. I won't worry about tomorrow. 'Cause you said everything will be well. It keeps happening for me. It keeps happening for me. Oh, it does everywhere. Yeah. God provided resources for me. Solutions everywhere. Yes, it is. Healing and breakthrough. Healing and stuff. Healing doing a new thing. Healing a new thing. Yes. Keep happening. Keep happening. Keep happening. Keep
That was Kiara.
Come pin my
Somebody need to pin her wig down because she was shouting. That was Kiara Sheard. It keeps happening. That was our gospel song of the day. If you're new to the show, each and every day around the 9:30 hour, we like to bless you with a gospel song to help inspire and motivate you while also inspiring and motivating ourselves. That was our gospel song of the day, Kiara Sheard. It keeps on happening. I don't know about you, but God just keeps on opening doors for me in my life, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so thankful for God's blessings in my life. So that is our gospel song of the day. Boy, does it keep happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. Just blessings and blessings on top of blessings. All right, it is We Got You Wednesday. Welcome to the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media. Good morning, Dotson. Thank you for tuning in. I guess you ain't had no birthday shout outs this morning. All right, let's talk this morning. So we got you Wednesday. So on Wednesdays, we want to talk about. I see Keisha Robinson's on the board with, can we talk about the transgender who won the swimming tournament? And it just came up on my thing. Okay. So Leah Thomas was born a biological man. He didn't so-called transition into a woman until he turned 21. He now competes with women where he went from being ranked 462 as a man swimmer to the #1 swimmer as a women's swimmer. Now meet Caster Semenya. She's 31, born a biological woman from South Africa. She was recently denied the chance to compete in the Tokyo Olympics because she said to be too mannish. They wanted her to take medicine to lower her natural gifted testosterone. Since she refused, this woman was not allowed to compete with other women. And we can't make this up. But Leah Thomas, who was born a man, is the #1 swimmer in the world as a woman. So here we are. I don't think any transgender, if you were born a male, you should have to participate in a sport with men. If you were born a woman, you should have to participate in the sports for women. That's just my personal opinion. Because I don't care what nobody says this morning. If a man transgenders to a woman, you still have more strength and speed and agility because you were born a man. So I don't think it's right. Hold on for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning out there, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. I didn't know who that was. All right, so we're talking about the transgender woman who is now the #1 rated swimmer as a woman, and she used to be a man. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool at all. Because yeah, I don't have no problem with transgender people as well, Haas, but I think there's a problem here when it comes to these double standards here. Now, I'm not going to read. Now, the story I read was about a woman from Africa and a white woman, and they were trying to say that both the what do you call it? They didn't they weren't allowing them to do the same things because one was black, one was white. That's not what I'm going through today. That's not where I'm at today. I'm at, if you were born a woman, you should have to only be able to partake in sports with that are geared towards women. A man should not have to do that. If a man is born a man and you change your sexual identity to a woman, that's fine. But you should not be allowed to compete as a woman. Let me say this again so people don't get me misconstrued. If you were born a male and you decide to become transgender and you want to be a female, that's fine. But you should not be able to participate in competitive events for women. You should have to do it with the men. Just because you don't identify yourself as a man no more does not mean you don't have an upper hand with the male traits you possess. Haas said tomorrow he wants everybody to identify him as a white woman, please. Now, Dotson got something very. Dotson writes they should just have their own events like we got men and women track. We should just have transgender track. Hey, Dotson, I didn't think I would say this in a long time. Comment of the day by Dotson. So far, Dotson, you don't never get comment of the day. Dotson has comment of the day so far. Dotson, I love your comment. And if you're just tuning into the show, we're talking about the transgender person who's in swimming, and he was born a male. He transgendered into a female. He's identified as a female. When he was a male swimmer, he was ranked 458 in the ranking. Now that he is transgender and he's in the female league, he's the #1 swimmer. That's not fair. It's not fair to women who were born females. It's not fair to you guys. And I'm surprised that more of the male group, the female groups aren't upset about this right now. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that the females are banding together to say, wait a minute, what's going on here? How can he, can't even call him he because he's transgender, but how can this person be ranked 400? Let me read this right. The transgender Leah Thompson was born a biological man. He didn't so-called transition into a woman until he turned 21. He now competes with women where he went from being ranked 462 as a man swimmer to the number one swimmer in the world as a woman. That's a competitive edge. I don't care what nobody says. That's a competitive edge. Like Dotson said, they should have their own track and field, sports, whatever. Save women's sports. Ladies, how do you feel about this? Where's my beautiful women at? Talk to me this morning, ladies. How do you feel about transgender men who become a woman taking over your sports? Female sports, women's sports. How do you feel about that? Because I don't think they'll let a transgender woman play basketball. I've never seen it happen, though. And again, nothing against the transgender. We don't have anything. I don't want nobody to think that this morning we're coming at the transgender community. That's not what this is about. This is about just being, just being fair. Sports is the one thing that we want to see played at a competitive, fair, equal playing field. That's what we want our sports to be. I don't know about you, but I'm a sports guy. And I need my sports. I don't need nobody to have a competitive edge. Because why watch it? If a man who is transgender starts identifying himself as a woman and he starts to partake in all women sports, that's not even playing field. There's nothing even about that. We all know that men were born with more physical attributes. And I'm not trying to say women are less than men, so don't get me on that one. We all know that men were born with more physical attributes than women were. So if I'm a man, right, I'm going to use myself, and I decide to become transgender, and I want to change, and I want to be identified as a woman, let's say at 21 is when I decide I want to be transgender. Well, I've been playing sports from 9 years old as a little boy. Up until the grown man age of 21, I've been in the gym, working out, running, playing all these different sports. Now at 21, I decide I want to be transgender woman. And then when I become a woman, now I want to partake in women athletics. That's nothing equal about that. There's nothing fair about that. Come on, y'all. There's nothing fair about that. I like Dotson's comment. Have your own transgender sports. That way we won't have this problem, because there's no way you're going to tell me that's an even playing field. I just read it in the story. This swimmer, as a man, was ranked 462 in swimming. When he transgendered into a woman at 21, he's now the number one rated swimmer in the world as a woman. There's nothing competitive about that. Yes, Nan, this is from a woman. Nancy Myers writes, I think that's unfair. I don't care what you are, but men need to compete with, and women need to compete with women. So true, Nancy. What do we do, though? Who do we take it up with? Don't know. It's a tough one. It's really not that tough, to be honest with you. But the way our society is today, it makes it tough. Makes it tough. So keep talking to me. Yep, Nancy. Nancy said then they're going to say, the LGBT community, transgender community, then they would say we are being singled out. That is true. That is so true. So, we don't want to single out the transgender community. Nobody's trying to come down on the transgender community this morning. But let's be real here. Some changes have to be made when it comes to sports and transgender. You guys understand that. You guys know that, right? If not, oh well. Nancy, keep the comments coming. Keisha Robinson writes, I think there should be a line drawn, especially in sports. I have no problem with transgender, but we are losing sexual identity. I'm sorry to say that. Don't be sorry. You're exactly right. We are losing sexual identity. Nowadays, nobody want to identify as anything. I don't want to identify as a man or a female. Why should I? This is what irks me when someone says to me, why should I have to pick and choose who I identify with? Because created you that way. That's why you shouldn't have to pick. You should choose who you are the way God created. And I'm not going to get into no more of this because then they're going to get mad at me. Because I'm going to say something that somebody's going to get mad at. And I don't want nobody to get mad at me this morning, okay? I don't want nobody to get mad at me this morning, but I truly believe that you were created. God didn't make no mistakes. And I don't want nobody to get mad at me this morning. I don't have no problem with transgenders, but I'm just going to leave it at that. God did not make any mistakes. If you were created a man, he wanted you to be a man. If you were created a woman, he wanted you to be a woman. God does not make mistakes. I'm not going to get into the back and forth on the transgender thing because I'm not homophobic, nor do I have a problem with transgender. I just believe that if God created you one way, then that's the way he wanted you to be. And he don't make no mistakes. So by you deciding to become something other than what God created you to be is where I go like this with. Is when I start going like this. Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's up to you and God. But what I believe in is God does not make mistakes. And if God created you a way, that's the way he needed you to be. That's the way he wanted you to be. Now, we got all this, you know, we hear people say that you were born gay. Some people are born gay. Some people become gay. I'm not going to get into why people are gay. That's your sexual preference. I don't care what you do in the bed. I don't care if you want to sleep with a man, you want to sleep with a woman. I don't care if you want to sleep with a midget. I don't care if you want to sleep with a mule. That's your sexual preference, not mine. It does not affect me no way at all. But what I don't want to keep seeing is transgenders involving in sports where they have the competitive edge. And I don't care what anybody says. We can debate this all day this morning. You have a competitive edge if you were born a male. Like this male swimmer, he was born a male. He did not decide to transgender until he was 21 years old. So what that means is his whole early life, his teenage life, his late teens, he was working out and swimming as a male. At 21, he decides to say, you know what? I want to be transgender. I want to be a woman. Not a problem with that. But guess now what he's doing? Now he wants to swim as a woman? That's not competitive. No. You can't do that. That's nothing competitive about that. He has a competitive edge on the women. Number one, he's been training as a man up until he was 21. Now he transgender to a woman, and now he wants to partake in swimming in the women's division. Now he's ranked number one in the world. There's a problem with that. Nancy wrote at me. Nancy writes, you know what? Dotson is funny. Dotson, I gave you the comment of the day. Now you're just getting silly. Dotson wrote, how about the swimmer and Bruce Jenner go head to head? You wrong, Dotson. Nancy Myers writes, God created you to be either a woman or a man, not switching yourself from one to the other. That's her opinion. I could care less, but I understand, Nancy. I truly do. Totally understand, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in this morning. It's the Wake Up IMD on WCMD Media. It is a We Got You Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we talk about what you want to talk about. You guys put in the comments that you wanted to talk about the transgender swimmer this morning. So we decided to talk about that. Now, there's another story I wanted to talk about this morning on this We Got You Wednesday that I posted on social media yesterday. And boy, has it really has it really, I think I touched a nerve on this one here. All right, so yesterday on social media, I posted it. Ladies, understand something. When a man asks you out on a date, he's asking to have sex. You don't want to have sex with him, don't go on a date with him. Who believes this to be true? I believe it to be true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it this morning. We're not talking. All right, so this is where the problem lied yesterday. This is where the problem lied yesterday. I posted this, it was a meme, it was a forward post. And it came from a guy named Kevin Samuels. Now, I don't know who Kevin Samuels is. Let me just be real with y'all, first of all. I don't know who Kevin Samuels is. Obviously, he's this relationship guru guy, Kevin Samuels. I don't know who he is. I never even heard of the guy, to be honest with you. Yesterday, I saw this post, and it said, ladies, understand something. When a man asks you out on a date, when a man asks you out on a date, he is wanting sex. And if you don't want to give him sex, don't go out on a date with him. How many of you ladies feel this to be true? And then we're going to talk about this morning, because I'm telling you, let's take the messenger out. I don't care about Kevin Samuels. I don't care about, because everybody in the comments talking about, he don't need to be talking. That's why his wife left. I don't care about Kevin Samuels, number one. I want to ask you guys this generic question. Ladies, understand something. When a man asks you out on a date, he is asking you for sex. He wants sex in the end. And let's debate this morning. Let's talk about it, because some of you ladies are misinformed. And I'm not talking about Kevin Samuels. I'm talking about IMD this morning. I want to know. No, I don't want to know. I want to tell you, ladies, when a man asks you out on a date, he is expecting sex for point in time. The only reason why he took you out on a date. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he just taking me out because he wants to court me. Yeah, to eventually have sex with you. Yes, it does, Nancy. I'm so sick of you women being naive. First of all, women, you're not thinking like we do. I'm coming from a man's perspective, and I need you women to stop thinking for us. Okay, ladies, stop thinking for us. This is a man saying this, not a lady. And I don't care about Kevin Samuels. This is Daryl IMD. Ladies, understand something. When a man asks you out on a date, he wants sex from you. I don't care what y'all say this morning. Get in the comments and argue with me, but you're a woman. You don't know what we think. You can't tell me how a man thinks, and I'm a man. And when anytime I ask a woman out on a date, I'm asking her out on a date because eventually I want to screw her. The only reason why I even approached her to ask her out on a date is because I'm physically attracted to her. So stop with this bull crap. Ladies, you don't know nothing. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about because you're not a man. You want to hope and pray that a man asks you out on a date not wanting sex. That's what you want to believe. But let me address this to you real fast, ladies. It is not true. Okay? I don't care how much you come at me. I don't care how much you debate me. It is not true. When a man asks you out on a date, he's asking you out because eventually he wants to have sex with you. Eventually. I'm not saying that same night. Stop taking it out of content. I'm saying if a man asks you out on a date, eventually he wants to sleep with you. That's why he's trying to ask you out. I don't know where y'all stuck in this make-believe world that we and let me explain something to you ladies, first of all, what you may not know about us. We think with the ding-a-ling, we think with the head down here before we even think with the head up here. So I don't care what you say. When a man asks you out, he asking you out because eventually he wants to screw you. So stop with this. Oh, he just asking us out on a date. He don't just want sex. Are you that naive, ladies? Y'all get me pissed off this morning about that. And women, I'm not trying to get mad at you, but ladies, stop telling me how a man thinks. I'm a man. Been a man for 48 years. And I ain't never asked a woman out on a date because I just want to. No, I asked a woman out on a date because I seen her and she looked at fine and I wasn't getting them draws. Stop being so naive. Acting like a man only asking you out on a date because he wants to be able to do this with you. No. Ain't no man asking you out on a date just because he want to spend some money on you and that's it. He asking you out on a date because he wants some trim. Eventually, hell, he might want it after the date, but a respectable man won't look for sex after the first date. But eventually, I want some of them yams. Not taking you out, buying you shrimp and steak and lobster at the Mooshaloo. I just want to be nice. I want some of them yams. I want the cakes. I need to knock this stuff off. It's not about expectation, Keisha. Nobody's saying that there's an expectation. I'm saying as a man, a heterosexual man, when I see a woman, and I'm a single man, and I see a woman, and I look at her, and I go, excuse me, miss, I would like to take you out on a date. It's because I want them yams eventually. I'm not saying, let me take you out on a date Friday, and I want the yams Saturday morning. No. But if I'm taking you out on a date, you best believe I'm looking for some yams eventually. So I don't know where you women thinking that a man taking a woman out on a date, he ain't expecting sex eventually. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Thank you, Dodson. I got men on my comments even talking stupid. Ain't no a man is asking a woman out on a date if he ain't physically attracted to her. Now, if you just asking somebody out to lunch because y'all want to be friends, that's different. I'm talking about an attraction. And I don't care what you let's say it like this, ladies. If a ugly dude asks you out on a date, you telling him no. Well, if he's not asking you for sex, why do you care if he's ugly? Why do you care? You know why you care. Because if an ugly dude asks you to date, you saying no because you know damn well you ain't gonna get this ugly dude no cookies at all. But if a nice dude asks you on a date, ladies, and he's physically attracted, you are physically attracted to him, and he say, hey, beautiful, I want to take you out on a date. Why do you say yeah? You don't say yeah because you're hungry. You say yeah because it's a nice dude, a nice looking dude that's asking you out on a date. And if it goes well, you're going to think about giving him some of them yams. Y'all got to stop being so, I mean, people are so funky, phony, and fake because of who sent it. I don't care about this guy. What's his name? Let me find this goofy dude name because I don't even know who he is. They all worried about who sent the post instead of worried about what the post means. Kevin Samuels. Nobody care about Kevin Samuels. I'm asking, I'm telling you as a man, as IMD, ladies, understand something. That when a man asks you out on a date, he's asking to have sex with you eventually. If you don't want to have sex with him, don't go out on a date with him. Because eventually that's what he wants, the yams. I ain't never met a man that wants to just take a woman out to dinner once a week just because. Eventually he wants some yams. And I've never seen a woman let a man take her out to a date unless she's attracted to him. So ladies, stop lying. All y'all lying this morning. Talking about, ain't no man taking me out on a date just for sex. No, you ain't gonna let him take you out unless you physically attracted to him. Or you just want to get a snack. Because I know some women that got dudes that take him to dinner and they ain't even trying to give him no yams. They just using him for the dinner. Unless you're one of them. Keisha Robinson writes, thank you for being honest, Keisha. Keisha Robinson writes, I say yes because I'm physically attracted to him. You are right. Exactly. Woman, unless you some of them women, now we know some women that just got dudes to take them out to dinner. You ain't trying to give him no cookies. You ain't gonna kiss the dude. You just know he loves you. So let's be honest. It's a real show. Stop this lying stuff. I do it. As a man, I had some ugly women that always tried to take me out, buy me stuff, and I'd be like, okay, but I ain't never giving you none of this ding-a-ling with your ugly self, Sealy. Go and sit down, Sealy. Exactly, I've done this. So stop acting like y'all don't do it too as women. You know, I know women, if you're going to go out on a real with a man, you only going out on a date with the man because you are physically attracted to him. Don't no woman accept a date with a man unless she's attracted to him. And it's the same thing with a man. If I asked a woman out on a date, I'm asking you out on a date because I'm attracted to you. Now let me get to know what's behind that exterior. That's why I'm asking you out on a date. When I initially see you, I do this. Oh my God, she is fine. Hey, would you like to go out to dinner? Now, once I get you to dinner, I'm trying to find out about you. But in my head, I want some of them yam cakes. I'm attracted to you. I want the yam cakes. Ladies in these comments talking about a man is not expecting sex when he takes a woman out to dinner. The devil is a lie. Yes, I am. I want all the yams. All cakes. That's why I'm taking you out. I'm not taking you out because I think you got a nice personality. Y'all need to stop lying to yourselves. Some of y'all lie to yourselves so much you're starting to believe it. Ain't no way in heck a man is asking a woman out on a date and he not expecting some kind of yams eventually. And then, listen, let me be clear. I'm not saying he's expecting yams right after the date. But I'd be a fool if I told you, if I ask a woman out, I'm not grooming her for the yams. That's what I'm grooming you for. That's what I'm taking you out for. That's why I'm making sure I take you to the best restaurant. That's why I make sure I'm wearing my best clothes when I meet you there. I'm impressing you to get the yams. Some of y'all don't want to believe it. Y'all put too much on us. We are visual thinkers. We're not y'all. Ladies, you might want to go out with a dude and ain't expecting him to no sex. That's what you think, ladies. But this topic isn't you. The topic says, ladies, understand something. When a man asks you on a date, he's asking to have sex with you. If you don't want to have sex with him, don't go out on a date with him. Because ain't no man spending money on you just to spend money on you. I don't know where y'all born at, know where you raised at, but that's a lie. That's a myth. That's a game we play. Now men gonna get mad at me right now because I'm letting the hat out the bag. Ladies, we lying when we say that. We lying. Ain't nowhere. I just want to get to know you. Yeah, we want to get to know you so we can smell those yams. That's why we want to get to know you. We want to get to know you because we want to know if the cookies is the best. I want the yam cakes. I met some women that I talked to and had a date with, personality banging. But while I'm sitting there having this great conversation with her, in my head I'm going, I wonder if the yam cakes is just as good as this conversation. That's what I'm thinking. And most men are thinking the same way. I wonder if these yam cakes are just as good as this conversation. Now, if I'm attracted to your mental and your physical, the sex is going to be that much better. That's all. I'm tired of people talking about, I'm just attracted to his mind. You know you attracted to that print you see in them gray sweatpants in the spring. You know you attracted to that. Knock it off. Thank you. I got some honest women in the show this morning. Appreciate you, Keisha Robinson. Keisha Robinson writes, and I'm not going to lie, it's hard to get past the physical exterior even if they have a nice personality. Attraction is important. Everybody talking about, as long as you got a nice personality, y'all need to knock that bull crap off. There's a whole lot of nice personality dudes that are single, y'all. Why? Because they ugly. He got personality, but he's just not for me. You know why he ain't for you? Because he ugly. I heard women say it. I heard a woman say it to this dude one time. You're such a nice guy, but you're just not for me. And I'm like, well, who the hell is he for? If he's such a nice guy and he's not for you, then who is he for? You know what she says? He for some ugly other people because he ugly. He got to go date ugly people. The only time a woman will date an ugly man with a nice personality if she has been dogged and trashed by nice-looking dudes. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I've been raised around women, y'all. I seen it. I seen a woman, fine as wine. All she did was date nice-looking guys. Nice-looking guys. And then one time I seen her, and she was dating a dude that was ugly. Ugly, too ugly. He wasn't even ugly, he was ugly. I said, wait a minute. I've never seen you with a guy so unattractive. I said it to her. She said, IMD, I got tired of being dogged out. All the good-looking dudes just ran through me, and they treated me like crap. I figured, what the hell? He got a nice personality. He ain't a looker, but he got a nice personality, so I'm going to give him a try. The only reason women run to ugly dudes with personalities is because good-looking dudes ran through her, beat her down, made her feel less than. She has vowed to herself to say, I'm never going to date a guy on his again. That's the only reason that happens. Get in the comments. Talk to me, ladies. We got you Wednesday. Talk to me now. Don't you act like you ain't right this morning. The only reason why ladies date ugly dudes is because you didn't, unless you're an ugly chick yourself. I ain't talking about ugly chicks. Ugly chicks date ugly dudes because y'all compatible. I'm talking about nice-looking women. You know you're a nice-looking woman. You've been told all your life you cute. You've been told all your life you fine. You know who you are. I bet you don't date ugly dudes. And if you do, you only date them because good-looking dudes treated you like trash. They cheated on you, stole your money, made you feel bad, gave you low self-esteem. That's why you went to the ugly dude. You didn't go to him because you had an open mind. My mother taught me not to look at looks. Go with their mind and their spirit. Lying. You had an experience that made you go that route. I'm telling you, I did it myself. I'm using me as an example as a nice looking, I think average nice looking guy. I told my cousins this one time. I dated some dime pieces, y'all. And I ain't bragging. I'm talking model, bad, gorgeous, worst personalities. One chick that I was dating, hygiene wasn't up to par. She was fine as hell from here to here. Anything below, oh no. Yeah. I've dated beautiful women who did me wrong. And it made me go, I'm going to start. That's why y'all know my saying. What do I, ugly, pretty chicks? I don't date pretty women and I don't date ugly women. I date pretty ugly women. You don't know what a pretty ugly woman is? I'll let you in on it next week. But I date pretty ugly women now. I don't need a dime piece. No, she got too much issues with her. I don't need an ugly Sealy. I can't take you places. You're ugly. I got me a pretty ugly woman. That's who I like. I like pretty ugly women. That means you ain't a dime, but you ain't a zero neither. You're like in between with the looks. But hair stay done. Nails sharp. Outfit always crisp. Coochie smelling like a bed of roses. That's the kind of woman I like to date. I like a ugly woman. Pretty as hell, man. But got a little ugly to her, too. You know who I'm talking about. There's some pretty ugly women watching the show right now. You may not be a 10, but you a 5. But guess what makes you a dime? Stay dressed to the T. Hair always done. good hygiene, great personality, coochie smelling like a bed of roses. That's the kind of woman I want. I don't need the times no more. I dated dimes. They was always problems. Dated an ugly chick before. Can't take her many places because she's too ugly. Can't wake up with you in the morning time because I don't want to roll over and look at an ugly woman. Doesn't make me feel comfortable. Doesn't excite me about getting my day started. But I take a pretty ugly woman anytime. Talk to me this morning. If you just tuned into the show, it's a We Got You Wednesday. Topic this morning is, I'll read it again. Ladies, if a man asks you out on a date, he is asking you for sex at some point. If you don't want to eventually have sex with him, don't go out on a date with him. Now, I got some comments in here, and we got people writing stupid stuff. And the only comment is because of the person that sent the comment. I guess he's some kind of relationship coach on social media. I never even heard of it, but I seen it and I like what he posted, so I forwarded it. More people are coming at him than actually responding to the post. Oh, he goofy. That's why he ain't got no wife, and that's why he this. And nobody talking about the dude. I don't care about the dude who posted it, Mr. Kevin Samuels, whatever his damn name is. I don't care about him. I want to know, how do you feel about ladies understanding something that when a man asks you out for dinner, he's asking you for sex eventually. And if you don't eventually want to have sex with him, don't go to dinner with him. Some of y'all talking about no man want to, and there's always the women trying to project on how we feel. I'm a 48-year-old heterosexual man. Only time I ask a woman out for a date is because I want some of them yam cakes eventually. Now, I'm not that much of a whore where I'm expecting the man to get yam cakes after date 1, but you best believe after date number 3, you better be ready to give me some of them yam cakes. After I done took you out on 3, 4 dates and spent some money on you, I want some yam cakes. Stop acting like that's not what we want. I know, ladies, you want to meet a guy that don't care about sex. That ain't happening. That's what we love. That's what gets us to you. That's why we asked you out on a date, because we got a physical attraction. I ain't never asked an ugly woman out. I had an ugly woman ask me out, but I've never asked an ugly one. I've never seen an ugly woman from across the room and say, hey, ugly woman, would you like to go to dinner? I don't want to have sex with you because you're ugly, but I just want to take you out to dinner and feed you. You never heard that. Nowheres. No man has never said that. Never, ever, 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 ever said that. But y'all want us to believe that. And then you get these goofy dudes that are co-signing. No, I'm not expecting sex. He only saying that because that's what you want him to say. He don't really mean that. Ask any man, heterosexual man. Hey, listen. Out of 5 girls you take out to dinner, how many are you expecting to give you some yam cakes eventually? Watch what he say. I'm expecting all 5 of them to give me some yam cakes eventually. If I got to take you out to dinner at least 3, 4 times to the movie, you've been to the movies lately, you know how expensive it is to take somebody on a movie date. And every time you take a woman out on a date, you're trying to impress her. So you always take her to the most expensive place. And you mean to tell me we're not looking for no yam cakes after this? Yeah, okay. That's what y'all want to believe. I'm looking for some yam cakes. I don't care what you call me. I'm looking for the cookies. If I done took you out, especially after 4 dates, if I done took you to 4 dates, 4 restaurants, a movie night, ice skating rink night, if I done did 4 dates with you on that 5th date, you better blow on this penis or something. You'll do something, or it won't be date number 5. After the 4th, I'm telling you, this is my rules. I'm not talking about 4 nights. After 4 dates. Now, 4 dates can be broken into 3, 4 months. But after the 4th date, oh, you going to let me smell them yam? Or you just going to keep it moving then? I'm not. After date number 4, you know if you want to give me some cookies or not. Because I wanted to give you some ding-a-ling date number 1. But I'm going to let you feel like you're not a whore. Acting like if a man asks you out on he not expecting sex eventually. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Now, I may not be expecting it that same night. Now, if you want to give it to me, I'm going to call you a whore the next day, but I'm going to take it. I'm not going to turn you down. If I take a woman out to dinner tonight and she says, you know what, IMD, this has been a fabulous night. I don't want it to end. Can we go back to your house? No, you can't come back to my house because I don't know you like that. But we can go get this hotel room. And if we go get that hotel room and you give me the yam cakes the same night that I took you on the first date, I'm not going to look at you different. I might think this is what you do to everybody. But that don't mean I ain't going to ask you out on the second date, especially if the yam cakes is good. Exactly. Keisha Robinson, thank you. Comment of the day. There's a woman. Keisha Robinson writes, after 3 or 4 dates, she just using you for dinners if she ain't giving you no yam cakes by now. And that's coming from a woman. Men, pay attention. Yeah. Keisha, that's a good comment. Keisha writes, do you think most men are intimidated by beautiful women in fear they may have a bad attitude? No, most men are intimidated by beautiful women in fear they might turn them down. That's what I learned from dudes that I know. I was never one of them dudes that was fearful. I ask anybody out on a date. What's the worst you can do to me is say no. My homies used to get on me and like, D, you don't care. You ask anybody out. You don't care who she. I tried to tell one of my homies stay in his league because he kept asking anybody out. And I said, dude, you a 5. You can't keep asking dimes out. You got to start asking 5s out. He got mad at me, but he understood. I had to be real with him. I said, yo, my man. He was like, D, I can't never find a dime. I said, because you a 5, homie. Stop asking out dimes and you a 5. I said, stay with your 5s. He said, but you be asking out dimes. I said, because I'm not a 5. I'm an 8.5. So I can ask out a dime. And she say, no, I'm good. I can run to the 5s. You got to date in your zone. Some of y'all dating out of your zone and you wonder why you get turned down all the time. Some of y'all think you a dime and you're not. Sorry. You're a 5. You got to date in your zone, man. Hey, I ask anybody. I don't care. I ain't afraid of a no. I'm not. Never been. Same thing with dating. Never been afraid of a no. I've asked out some women that were out of my league, and I knew they were. But I said, let me try. No, thank you. Okay. That's why I stick with my pretty ugly chicks. I ain't got that problem. Keisha Robinson, I love your comments this morning. Keisha also writes, and I'm not going to lie, it's hard to get past the physical exterior. Even if they have a nice personality, attraction is important. And it is. You know, some people be lying and saying it's not. But it is. I ain't never seen nobody say, ooh, look at that ugly person over there. I can't wait to take him or her out. Never heard nobody say that. Never, ever heard nobody say that. Never, ever heard nobody say that. Y'all funny if you did. Because I ain't never heard nobody say that. Never. Oh, let me date that ugly person over there because they ugly. Never heard that. Y'all know I ain't lying. All right, it's a great conversation this morning, y'all. Great conversation this morning. If you are just tuned in, we are in open discussion. First of all, it's We Got You Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, we talk about what you want to talk about. That's why we're going hard this morning. So one of the topics on today's show is a post that I posted on social media yesterday, but it was more or less a post from someone else. And this someone else just happens to be, I guess, one of those internet relationship gurus by the name of Kevin Samuels. And I don't think he's liked by too many people. So when I forward this and asked, what do y'all think? More people were condemning the messenger like Kevin Samuels instead of addressing the topic. And the topic is, ladies, understand something, that when a man asks you out on a date, he's asking to have sex with you. If you don't want to have sex with him, then don't go out on a date with him. And I believe that. I believe that, ladies, when a man is asking you out on a date, he is asking you for sex eventually. Now, the verbiage that he put it in, I wouldn't have put it that way, because I don't believe that a man is out on a date just for sex that moment. That's not what I believe. I believe, I'm speaking for myself, when I ask a woman out on a date, it's because asking her out because, number one, I am physically attracted to her. I have looked at her and said, whoa, she is fine. I need to take her out because I want to get to know her and I want some of them yams. Yeah. Now, when I take her out on the first date, I'm not pushing for the yams right after the first date, but I'm trying to get to know her while also trying to get them yams. And then after date number 3 or 4, I'm expecting yams. If I don't get the yams after date 3 or 4, there's no more dates, because now you're just using me for dinners. And I ain't no fool. I grew up around women. I grew up with sisters and cousins. And I got sisters and cousins who showed me how they would just go out with a dude for dinner and knew they were never giving him no yams. But his dumb ass never knew about it. And he continuously spent thousands of dollars on my family member females. And they knew they wasn't going to give him no cookies. They would tell me, D, I ain't never going to sleep with that dude. But he coming to pick me up and take me to the Red Lobster and seafood shanty. I'll be like, oh, he just going to buy you seafood shanty? He's expecting something. He's like, he expecting whatever he expecting. Don't mean I'm going to give it to him. And I'll be like, oh, that's how y'all get down. They're like, yeah, don't let a woman use you for dinner. Because there's women out here that know they ain't giving up no cookies, no yams. They ain't never going to give you a kiss or nothing. But they will string your ass along because they know you like taking them to Red Lobster, seafood shanty, the Mooshaloo, things of that nature. You won't catch me out there. I ain't that sucker. I take you out on 3, 4 dates. You're going to give me some yams or ain't no more dates. Go find you another dude that want to just spend money on you and feed you. Not me. Not me. All right, we're having a great conversation, and this is a great conversation this morning. Get in the comments. Talk to me, ladies. Where you at? Ladies, if you go out on a date with a man, is he expecting to have sex with you, do you believe? I know some of y'all are naive, and you just think somebody just want to go out with you because they like your personality. The devil's a liar. That ain't why I want to go out with you. I want to get to know you. But when I initially asked you out on a date, it's because I seen you walk by, and I like to walk. I told y'all, I say this joke on stage. There's women out here that got the good coochie walk, and you know who they are by the way they stroll across the room. That's the woman I asked out on a date. When I see a woman walking, and I look, and I go, that's that good coochie walk. Hey, miss, would you like to go out on a date to dinner? That's why I'm asking her out. Now, as we're seeing, I'm getting to know you. I'm getting to know your personality, what you like, what you don't like, what's your dislikes, how quirky are you, how goofy are you silly? Yeah, I'm finding out all that on a date. But in the back of my mind, I'm physically attracted to you. I'm saying to myself, I wonder when she's going to give me these yams. I wonder when I'm going to get some of these cookie crisps. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's pay some bills, ladies and gentlemen. We went long in the tooth on this topic. But it's a good topic, though. Keep the comments coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the comments coming, please. Keep the comments coming. You tuned into the Wake Up Show with IMD Media, providing you the best in entertainment, sports, religion, politics, current, and more. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, WCMD Media. Visit our website at WCMDmedia.com. We're serving you from Camden, New Jersey, all the way to California, yay, and every city and state.
Hey, tri-state area, do you need a car, a truck, or an SUV, but you got bad credit, repossessions, evictions, no credit? Then that's not a problem. Everybody's approved at VIP Auto Outlet. You should head to VIP Auto Outlet. The address is 2809 Route 73 South, Maple Shade, New Jersey. Bad credit, repossessions, evictions, no credit, not a problem. Everybody's approved at VIP Auto Outlet. You can also give them a call at 856-503-5175. That's 856-503-5175. Ask for Hey, tri-state area, do you need a car, a truck, or an SUV? possessions, evictions, no credit, then that's not a problem. Everybody's approved at VIP Auto Outlet. You should head down to VIP Auto Outlet. The address is 2809 Route 73 South, Maple Shade, New Jersey. Bad credit, repossessions, evictions, no credit, not a problem. Everybody's approved at VIP Auto Outlet. You can also give them a call at 856-503-5175. That's 856-503-5175. Ask for Eddie Raymond. Make sure you tell him IMD sent you for the hookup. That's VIP Auto Outlet, 2809 Route 73 South, Maple Shade, New Jersey. Go get you a new vehicle. Tell him IMD sent you for the hookup. The Wake Up Show with IMD is sponsored by Pathstone. Action changes things. Up to $4,000 in financial training assistance is available. Training services directly linked to high-demand career pathway, which include, but not limited to, manufacturing, transportation, hospitality, logistics, construction, healthcare, and more. The Young Adult Reentry Program funded by a grant awarded by the United States Department of Labor's and Training Administration. Equal Opportunity Employer Program, auxiliary aids and services are available upon request to individuals with disabilities. Hey, do you know someone between the ages of 18 and 24 years of age? City of Camden, New Jersey resident, justice system involvement. If you know someone who meets those criteria and they would like to attain a GED and or a trade, please have them contact Pathstone Corporation at 856-283-0066. That's 856-283-0066. Pathstone, connecting you to opportunities.
Camden families, your child's school should be filled with enrichment, top-notch academics, and a joyful learning environment. If your child is in kindergarten through 10th grade and you want them to attend one of the best schools in the city of Camden, then check out Camden Prep. Camden Prep has 4 free public schools and is open to all Camden City residents. Learn more and submit your application online today at camdenprep.org/enroll. Or you can give them a call at 856-209-5701. That's 856-209-5701. Don't wait to apply. Camden families, your child's future depends on it.
The Wake Up Show with IMD, TMD Media, is powered by Burger Bar. Some of the fresh, best, healthiest burgers in the city. Head down to 3334 Federal Street, Camden, New Jersey, or you can call that number at 856-479-9876. Open 7 days a week. The Burger Bar, some of the freshest and healthiest and best burgers in the Tri-State Bar. 3334 Federal Street, Camden, New Jersey. You can call the number 856-479-9876. 7 days a week, and yes, they do deliver.
All right, we're back with the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media. We're going to give you some music this morning right fast. This is my man Mike Rex, Living for It Today.
Fold your hands now and let us pray that I will never see a wedding day. No, there be no wedding cake on this pleasant face. I put that on Kurt Franklin and Pastor Mace. I switch ladies like the weather going sun to rain, like late April to early May. I give game, but mama, I don't play. And fuck tomorrow, we living for the day. We living for the day. Before I eat it, I'ma say my grace. We're living for the day. You better keep your hands off my fucking plate. We're living for the day. I need that money like yesterday. We're living for the day. I wish I had an extra hour, shit, an extra day. You already know what we're cooking here. Mama from the Bahamas know what to put in there. A little pimp, a little player, a little millionaire. Cause that's exactly what we're building here. It's a vibe, it's a feeling, yeah. This ain't for the faint of heart, don't bring your children near. This that grown folks, ladies by the boatload, pistol in your overcoat. I bought it just in case. Ha, we're living for the day. Yeah. Before I eat it, I'ma say my grace. Ha, we're living for the day. You better keep your hands off my fucking plate. Ha, we're living for the day. Yeah. I bought it just in case. Ha, we're living for the day. I wish I had an extra hour, shit, an extra day. Hands up, put your hands up. 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 Hands up, put your hands up.
All right, we're back with the Wake Up Show with IMD. That was my man Mike Rex, Living for Today, right here on the Wake Up Show with IMD. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. It is the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media, providing you the best entertainment, sports, religion, politics, current events, and more. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, WCMD Media. Visit our website at WCMDmedia.com. Serving you from Camden, New Jersey, all the way to Trenton, New Jersey, and every city and town in between. You're tuned in to the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media. All right, and other political news, we had the Supreme Court nominee, the beautiful Black Queen, has been getting hammered with all sorts of accusations, questioning. Well, them white men was nasty at her. Them white men were very nasty with her. So in other political news, let's get into some political news before we end today's show. I forgot her name. The name of the Supreme Court justice that's being ridiculed right now. Of the grilling of Judge Jackson, that's her name. It's crazy, man. They're going really trying to discredit this beautiful Black woman. So we're going Jackson, Miss Jackson is her name. Supreme Court Justice nominee. Yeah, they really coming at her. Supreme Court Judge nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson shuts down Ted Cruz with a logic and look. Yeah, Ted Cruz was another one coming at her yesterday. I was flicking through it and looked at a little bit of it. But they was coming at KBJ. That's what I'm going to call her, KBJ. So beautiful Black Queen, keep your head up. And that's political news right now. We have our Supreme Court nominee, Miss Ketanji Brown Jackson, she's being hit with so much, y'all. But she handled that. And then we still have the war going over in Ukraine. The Russians did I think it was a 62-hour ceasefire, started the day before yesterday. But the war is still going on. The Russians are still coming at Ukraine. The Ukrainian people are fighting back, though. They're not allowing them to take over like they thought they was going to. But the talk is right now, Russia has been hitting with sending these nuclear bombs over to Ukraine. Now, that was to happen. That's when we're going to have to, we already paying attention to this. But this nuclear thing ain't nothing to downplay, because that could affect us here. And you know how many people we got over there in Ukraine following these stories, CNN, MSNBC, Fox. If they hit a nuke on them, everybody gone. Even the reporters from the USA, even the what we got, the Red Cross there, and various different entities that are helping. They'll be done too. And it will start a World War III. If Russia decides to do any kind of nuclear bombing of Ukraine, oh, it's gonna start a whole lot of stuff. So let's hope and pray. I know Putin crazy as hell right now, but let's hope and pray he ain't that damn crazy. Because if he starts sending nuclear missiles and bombs over to Ukraine, you think we trying to get involved now a little bit? Let that happen. Ain't gonna be no choice. It's gonna be a World War III. Let's pray for Ukraine. It's gonna be because it ain't gonna be easy. I'm just hoping Putin don't do nothing stupid, man. The Ukrainian people are fighting though. That's one thing they not doing. They not giving up. They like, nah, you ain't just gonna come over here and take our country. You ain't gonna just come take our country. But it's been like I've been watching it. I don't stay glued to the TV to watch it. You know, I get updates and highlights. I got a joke about it on stage that I'm not gonna say here on the show, but I promise you, if you come see me perform April 2nd, I got this Ukrainian joke that's gonna make you pee yourself. I promise you. I've been working on it for the past couple of weeks. I ran it by a couple of people and they couldn't stop laughing. They're like, "You going to hell for this one, IMD?" I don't give a damn. I'm going anyway. Yes, Keisha, no one wins in nuclear warfare. No one wins. So let's hope and pray Putin ain't got none, buddy. Let's hope his common sense starts to. I know he ain't got none, but let's hope some. It wasn't even him that made the comment. I think it was his director of defense. Russia's director of defense yesterday made a comment like, we may not have no other choice but to hit the nukes on them. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Good morning, Yoga Mind Bob. Thank you for tuning in. Yoga Mind, you missed it. You missed it, yo. I wish you was in the comments. Let me just recap you, Yoga. I wish you was in these comments for this one. So let me get this for you, Yoga Mind, because you jumped in here. And now we on some politics stuff. We've been talking about Ukraine and some political stuff. The beautiful black woman who's being slandered. They giving it to her. The Senate is running her down. We just got speaking about her. But I want to mention this to you, Yoga Mind Bob, while we got you on the show. Because I love your comments. I love your thought process, and you're a real thorough queen, and I really respect your opinions. So I want to read this to you that I posted on social media yesterday. I don't know if you saw this on my Facebook, Yoga Mind Bob. All right, so in the political realm, Yoga Mind Bob writes, media coverage is creating an atmosphere that will force Americans to jump in, which would be horrible. Yeah, I believe that too, but that's not what I'm scared of. I'm scared if Putin start that nuclear thing, then it ain't going to be no choice. It's going to be a lot of NATOs involved. So yeah, Yoga Mind, I definitely understand you and agree with you this. But Yoga Mind, I want your, first of all, this came from, I guess, this guy on social media who is I guess he calls himself an expert on relationships. I never heard of Kevin Samuels, but there are people who have. So Kevin Samuels made a post, and I forwarded the post because I believe in what he's saying in the post. So I want to read this post to you, Yoga Mind Bod. Ladies, understand that when a man asks you out on a date, he is asking to have sex with you eventually. If you don't want to have sex with him, then don't go on a date with him. That was one of our topics on this We Got You Wednesday. And a lot of people didn't understand what I was trying to say. Women don't realize that, women, first of all, women, you can't speak for that. Because the topic is ladies understand something. When a man asks you out on a date, last I checked, ladies, you ain't a man. You don't know what we thinking when we ask you on a date. So I don't want to discredit your opinion, but I can't take your opinion cold-heartedly because you're not a man. You do not know what we think about when we ask you out on dates. And Yoga Mind Bod, I said this, so I ain't got much time on the show. When I ask a woman out on a date, it's because I'm physically attracted to her. The physical attraction is what prompts me to say, hey, would you like to go out to get something to eat? Once I take you out on a date, now I'm trying to get to know you because I done seen the booty. I done seen the pretty lips. I done seen that you got flawless skin, and that's what made me want to take you to lunch. Now, while we're at lunch, I'm getting personality. I want to know if your personality maxes it up with your beauty that I like. But at the same time, I'm in my head saying, I can't wait to get some of these yams. I'm just saying. We ain't got much time, so we got to leave it there, Yoga Mind Bod. Sorry, you got on late. I know you're busy, woman. You do a lot of stuff, but you got on late, and I can't hold it up. Because I got some appointments this afternoon. But I really wanted your opinion on it, Yoga Mind. All right, let's recap today's show. It is a We Got You Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. Today's weather forecast for the tri-state area: scattered showers, high of 56, low of 48. Happy birthday to each and every one of you out there. If it's your birthday, it's your Earth Day. Please enjoy it. Sports news, we got the NBA on. We got college girls basketball on. The Sweet 16 men start tomorrow. We have NFL trades moving and shaking. We got Major League Baseball spring training. So it's a good time for sports. Gospel song of the day, each and every day on the 9:30 hour. We'd like to bless you with a gospel song to help inspire and motivate you, while also inspiring and motivating ourselves. Today's gospel song of the day was Kiera Shear, It Keeps On Happening. And that's going to conclude today's show. It has been a We Got You Wednesday. I hope we had you today. I hope we helped you get through your hump day. You got 2 more days left to go in the week. You can do it. I believe in you. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this wacky, crazy show we call the Wake Up Show with IMD. The show may bear my name, but it's definitely not my show. It's your show, Yoga Mind Bob. It's your show, Nancy Myers. It's your show, Keisha Robinson. You are the reason why I show up each and every morning, bright-eyed and bushy tail, to do this show for you. It's a crazy, wacky show. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a We Got You Wednesday. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow with our Thankful Thursday. With that being said, please, wait a minute. Let me answer this question. Yoga Mind Bob wants to know, IMD is the best guy, why he wants a date? No. Ask me, and I'm going to tell you why. That's the honest part. That's why I wish you was in these dang on comments earlier, Yoga Mind Bob. Yoga Mind Bob writes, I ask, and if they get mad because I say up front yes or no for sex. That's what damn you, Yoga. Why couldn't you get in these comments 30 minutes ago? So Yoga Mind Bod is pretty much saying, when a man asks her on a date, she immediately addresses that with, are you asking me out on a date because you want to have sex with me? And then you confront that right then and there. Thank you, Yoga Mind. That's what I'm talking about. She said, I already know who I want to smash. So if a guy, all right, let me say this before I go. I got you here, so I got to say this before I go. So let me ask you this, Yoga Mind Bod. I know you're going to be honest. Say an unattractive dude comes to you. You're not attracted to him physically at all. He's got a nice personality, though, far as what you know. And he approaches you and says, hey, Yoga Mind, I want to take you out to dinner. No, you ain't smashing this dude. Like you said, you already know who you want to smash. You know you're not going to smash this dude. Do you allow him to take you to dinner with the pre-notion that he think he got a shot with you? Or that's why you ask the question, hey, listen, are you asking me out on a date for sex? Because I like you as a friend. We can go out to eat, but I ain't never going to sleep with you. That's what Thank you, Yoga Mind Bod 50. I've been waiting for somebody just to be real with me in these comments this morning as a female, and that's as real as it comes. I wish I had more time. Yoga Mind Bod, who is a beautiful female, her name is Yoga Mind Bod, so some of y'all don't know that's a female. And she wrote, I tell him no, I'm not interested, and will he be okay with the friendship? Because you already know, Yoga Mind Bod, if a cat asking you out for dinner, what's he asking for? Some of them yam cakes, eventually. That's going to conclude today's show. Thank you, Yoga Mind Bod 50. I appreciate you. Get in the show early tomorrow so we can recap it. I love it. Yoga Mind, you got me crying. I gotta read this one. I gotta read this last one before I go. Yoga Mind Bod writes, I have many ugly ducks asking me out, and I say no thanks to the pickle, but we can build. You know what? I gotta leave it at that. I gotta Star G, you late. I gotta leave it at that. Star G and Yoga Mind Bottomer. Oh, if I could just jump through this screen and grab y'all by your collar and shake y'all asses. I needed y'all in these comments this morning. We're gonna pick it back up tomorrow because Star G missed it. Yoga Mind Bob missed it. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. Star G, I can't recap. It's already 11 o'clock. Dang you, Star G. Please be up. Please be on the show early tomorrow, guys. We'll touch on it just for a little bit because we talked about this for a good hour this morning. We were going in this morning. I know I was, but I needed some. Nancy and them gave me some feedback. Thank y'all. All right, I gotta go, y'all. I got some appointments. I wish we had enough time, but that's going to conclude today's show. Thank y'all for tuning into the Wake Up Show with IMD on WCMD Media. It's been a We Got You Wednesday. I hope we had you today. I hope we helped you get through your hump day, and we'll be back tomorrow, God willing, with our Thankful Thursday. With that being said, love God, live life to the fullest, and along the way, take time out to love yourself. Till tomorrow, we'll see y'all again. Peace. Good. That's good right there.